This week I will be reading only mystery and thriller books. One of the main reasons I'm doing this is because I need to up my summer reading, and let's be honest, I've read like 5 books, so the sooner the better to get started. For the physical TBR portion of this challenge, I have 5 options. I have The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, one of my favorite authors. I've read The Inheritance Games and The Naturals by her. This is a spin-off of The Inheritance Games, and it also leans more into mystery than like thrillers. A lot of y'all have probably already heard of One of Us is Lying. My friend has read it and she really enjoyed it. The Silent Patient is fairly popular. My friend read it. How to Solve Your Own Murder. I saw that on Goodreads and I just decided to buy it. And lastly, I have The Inmate by Freida McFadden, which I recently got, and her books are very thriller-esque. The first book of this challenge I have chosen is The Inmate by Freida McFadden. Her books are written very fast-paced, so it will definitely help on my summer reading, and just her books themselves I want to read more of, and hopefully my collection of them will grow. So I am very excited to see what happens in The Inmate, because I'm kind of going into this blind. Right now I am on page 115, chapter 19. It's going good so far. It's really fast-paced, and I found out that it's about this girl who starts working at this high-security prison, and she actually knows one of the inmates because she dated him in high school, and he tried killing her back then, and she got him sentenced to this prison. And so, yeah, that's the basic plot of it, and it's really good so far. I expect to finish it tomorrow, but I'll keep you guys updated. It's the next day now, and I'm now on chapter 40, and the book is really good so far, and I have a lot of predictions. I'm not sure how good they are, but yeah, and I think a package just arrived, so let's check that out. I'm pretty sure I just talked about this, so let's get rid of that. What I got from Amazon is a Jane Austen box set of Emma, Sense and Sensibility, and Pride and Prejudice. Okay, so here's a better view of them now that I've taken off the plastic. There's a quote by her. The whole thing is so pretty, like even the box. I am keeping this. First off, we have Pride and Prejudice. I love this color. Obviously the most popular one. I can't wait to read it so then I can watch the movie because my mom really wants me to watch it with her, and I love Keira Knightley. And then here's Sense and Sensibility. Love the navy and the flowers. Goes really well. I've heard the least about this one, but I'm still excited for it. Here's Emma and my name. All I know is she's a matchmaker, but I also want to watch the show, which I think it is. These are all of their spines. I can't wait to put it on a shelf. And here's a good view of all the covers together, and I can't wait to read all of them. Okay, I just finished The Inmate, and oh my gosh, I am so satisfied by that ending. The last chapter was literally perfect, okay? It was perfect. I was literally rooting for that to happen the whole time. I told my friend about it, and she thinks I'm a little crazy, but I don't really care, okay? It's all about plot. So yeah, I'm giving this 4.25 stars, and I definitely recommend. The next book I will be reading is completely online and on my Kindle. The second book I have chosen for this challenge is The Thrashers by Julie Soto. I've heard so many things about it, and I'm really excited to start. Okay, so I just finished The Thrashers by Julie Soto, and I definitely really liked it. It's about this girl named Emily who committed suicide, and she wanted to become a part of this group called The Thrashers, and the main character, Jody, is like basically haunted by her death, and it definitely has some paranormal elements that I did not expect at all, but I loved this. And there was like a bit of a love triangle. I wouldn't really call it a love triangle, but there were definitely like a major love interest and more of a minor one. This book is definitely more character driven compared to The Inmate, but it's like in a good way. if you don't like the characters, you're not going to like the book, I feel like, because like I said, it's very character driven. But I was really interested in like the main character and like the Thrashers group, even though I did not like one of the characters, but we're not going to talk about that. You're like kind of not supposed to like them. But in the end, I give this 4.5 stars, and I think y'all should read it if you really like YA thrillers. The next book I have chosen for this challenge is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I'm not really sure. But yeah, a lot of my friends have read this, and I have tried reading it like 2 times, and I DNF'd it, but hopefully it goes well this time. I am almost halfway through One of Us is Lying, and at first I didn't really like it, but now it's like getting better, and I do like it, and I like the characters so far, and I like how there's like different parts. It kind of reminds me of the Hunger Games here, and yeah, so I expect to finish either today or tomorrow. It's going to be hard to read a lot this weekend because it's my mom's birthday and I'm going to a pool party, but we'll try. I finished One of Us is Lying, and I liked it. I enjoyed reading it, but it wasn't my favorite. I liked the characters. It just didn't really hit me, and I wasn't as invested. Like, the plot felt a little predictable, but it wasn't horrible. It was just like, I know where this is going, and I don't really care all that much. I'm giving it 3.75 stars, but I'm rounding it up to 4 stars. But it's definitely great for beginner level mysteries. The last book I'm choosing for this challenge is The Locked Door by Freida McFadden. I finished The Locked Door by Freida McFadden, and I give it 3 stars. It just didn't hit for me. It didn't make sense, and like, it's about this girl who has a serial killer father, and it was really fast-paced. I read it in one day, but yeah, it just didn't make sense, and it was very fast-paced, so it was good for my summer reading, but other than that, I didn't really care for it, so yeah, 3 stars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to have a new video out soon. Sorry this one took so long.